You're just a big, fat panda.
I'm not a big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda. Skadoosh.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Alisa.
So how was your Hanukkah?
It was really good. I had a great time. Thank you.
I'm glad your Hanukkah was good, but I don't understand.
Panda, hi, what are you doing here?
She's a guest on the Panda show. What are you doing here? This is a green screen. This isn't even your set.
Oh.
Wow.
It's not here.
Oh, we're at your house. I thought we were at Fun Spot.
Anywhere? No, I don't.
I am out of it, Panda. I am so sorry.
No, it's all right. Anybody can make that mistake.
Wow. Okay.
Love you.
I love you too. Okay.
Welcome to Big Fat Panda show number 30. Have some fun. Sit back, relax, enjoy this like you would a half-hour show. I have edited a lot, so just enjoy it, please, for me. Please help me thank my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals, at dvcrentals.com. When you get a chance, please check them out, dvcrentals.com. I'm not just saying this because they're my sponsor. Great company. Check them out if you're thinking of coming to Disney World, and please recommend them to your friends and family. You have my word that they are a great company. Okay, so let's start off with what's new. The Skipper Canteen, the Jungle Cruise restaurant, just opened in the Magic Kingdom. I didn't expect much. I think because the Jungle Cruise is kind of cheesy, you know, I just thought that the restaurant would not be as amazing as I thought it was. And when I say amazing, I don't mean just the atmosphere, it's the food. It was amazing. I went with other people and I heard other people's tables, so I know it wasn't just my opinion. It wasn't just I was in a good mood and everything fell into place for me. If it did, it fell into place for everybody there because everyone thought, wow. I went on opening day and I even had to go tell the chef, if this is opening day, I could imagine what's to come.
Behold, the eighth wonder of the world, our house ambassador with our fenugreek honey. It's honey infused with fenugreek, which is an African spice. It's very fragrant and floral and delicious. Enjoy! You can tear it and share and eat it with your hands.
Awesome. But what would you know, Brianna?
I'm just a skipper. Sorry.
Thank you. So if you saw there in the video, I got grilled chicken, but it wasn't just grilled chicken. It was really good chicken, and it was just, it had a flavor to it. You could tell it was marinated, and there was fried rice and vegetables, and the dessert was great too that we had. The drinks were good. There's the main mess hall, the main part is kind of the cheesy Jungle Cruise that you'd think of, but then the other rooms, and there is a story to go along with it, are just very, they're just really ornate. They're really exquisite and classy. It was a great place. The food is not cheap, but I tell you, after you're done, you probably will say it was worth it. So go check out the Skipper Canteen. There's a movie that opened up recently. You may or may not have heard about it, Star Wars. I mean, I know, we're really getting, it's becoming Frozen now, but I'm enjoying it because I loved the movie. I'm on number 3, and I'm not a big Star Wars fan. But the Star Wars Launch Bay opened. Launch Bay is basically a museum in Disney's Hollywood Studios. It starts with a film where it teaches you a little bit about the Star Wars saga and about The Force Awakens. And then they show you like artifacts and, props from the movie. What I was hoping for and I didn't get was previews of the theme park, of the Star Wars land to come.
Welcome, travelers, to Star Wars Launch Bay. Have fun.
Get your arm down.
There were 2 meet and greets in the launch bay. There was Chewbacca and Darth Vader, both of whom now speak. If you have a Disney Visa credit card, you can get online and get there faster. You bypass the regular line, and it's basically a fast pass. But listen to Darth Vader. He was pretty cool.
Plans have been stolen that are of importance to the Empire. I wonder if you know them. I sense that you are protecting someone. Rest assured that we will find the spy. Do not underestimate our reach. If you betray us, we will find you.
Over in Disney Springs, they opened the Star Wars Galactic Outpost. This used to be D Street, and then it turned into a Marvel store, and very quickly now it's Star Wars Galactic Outpost. Based on how busy it was and how much those registers were ringing, I would probably say it's going to stay Star Wars Galactic Outpost for quite some time. Okay, and also between the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror and the Rock and Roller Coaster, a brand new building opened up. It's the Club Disney. It is just a really nice place to go. It's a big disco. The big disco ball, if you don't know this, you'd have to look at it. There's 2 big Mickey ears on it. There are screens to draw and paint on, and the characters are just out dancing with the people. There's a DJ rocking the tunes, and there are screens all over with Disney. It's a really nice resting spot. It's air conditioned. They sell beverages. You can charge your phone. It's just a nice place to go. I will expect it to be a lot busier in the hot summer. When I went, it was opening day, so it looks very clear.
On YouTube. Shake that.
Disney is still surprising me. I did not expect this. I didn't hear anything about it. I don't think a lot of people did. The Gran Fiesta tour, the boat ride in Mexico, the Mexican Pavilion at Epcot. Remember at the end when they had the 3 Caballeros singing and it was just the movie screen? The movie screen is gone now, and the animatronics are there. Panchito, Jose Carioca, and Donald Duck. I'm told that these are the original 1971 figures from the Mickey Mouse Revue, but they must have changed the mechanics inside because they move quite well. So while Universal is adding movies, Disney is taking them away. I'm sorry, I had to get that in there. I was very happy about that. Christmas may be over, but there's always time to plan for next year, so this is like kind of a transition show. Let me show you some more stuff that I haven't covered on the last show for Christmas. I had the opportunity to go to the Candlelight Processional. This was really beautiful. I went on the only cold night here in Florida. It was like 50 degrees, and we were freezing. But it was a beautiful, warm show. I loved the whole ambiance of it, the story of, Christ. It really was beautiful. I would definitely go again to that next year. Also, the fireworks at Epcot, I think for a couple more days they still have this. After Illuminations is done, they call it the Christmas tag. They, completely Illuminations finishes, and within a couple of seconds they do a Christmas firework extravaganza, and it pretty much is an extravaganza. It's beautiful. If you've been over to Animal Kingdom or you're just driving around the parking lot, you can plainly see Pandora, the world of Avatar, coming up, the floating islands. I cannot wait for this to be finished. Yeah, I'm a little bit more excited about Pandora, the world of Avatar, than I am about Star Wars Land. Maybe because it's coming sooner, and once I have that, then I can look forward to Star Wars, but it's coming. Look at these islands. I think that it's great that the way the islands are being held up seems to be by their own vines, which are made of solid steel. They also have a holiday dance party over at Hollywood Studios, not just in the Club Disney, but in the main foyer there when you walk in right in front of the Chinese theater. I think it's the stage area. And a character that I have never seen before out, Sebastian the Crab. He had to be careful dancing because his claws almost took out a couple of children. But it was really great to see Sebastian and a couple of other rare characters out for the holiday dance party called Holidays Happen Here. Over at Epcot, I've been spending a lot of time over in Paris. I'm not sure if it's because of the recent Paris attacks and I just got interested more in France, but I've been there more. I've been watching the movie more. I'm really enjoying the entire pavilion more. And Corinne Andersson has a special Mouse-A-Holics from the France Pavilion.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Mouse-A-Holic. My name is Corinne Andersson and today from Epcot we're going to take a look at my last merchandise picks for the year. So follow along. So we're here in the France Pavilion at Epcot where I'm going to show you one of my favorite picks for this month. And you know I love Disney princess stuff. So this is a new tank top that features Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, which is a France original tail, so that's perfect. And you see it has sparkles and it's pink, my favorite color. And they only have Aurora in this tank top, but you can find Belle in another cute t-shirt top. Same thing, sparkles, cute illustrations. These are really unique because you can only find them in the France Pavilion. So check them out before they're gone. So another favorite for this month is the macaroon merchandise, also in the France Pavilion, which is featuring Mickey macaroons, and just look how cute that is. It's the most adorable thing ever. And all the merchandise comes in like t-shirts, cups and mugs, magnets, a little bag, keychain. You can find anything with a Mickey macaroon on it if you want it. So if you're a girly girl and you love stuff like that, or a girly boy, you should totally go and check these out in the France Pavilion. So for my last pick this month, it's another France Pavilion find, which is Ratatouille merchandise. Again, you can't find a lot of Remy anywhere else in Disney property except the France Pavilion. You can find like little cute figurines, aprons, plushies, everything Remy, everything for the France chef, guy, girl, perfect for anybody. So really come and check out the France Pavilion shops because you can find some really unique merchandise here. And happy holidays! So that's my favorite picks for 2015. So come back next year to see even more great merchandise. And as always, check out Disney Lifestyles at Instagram to see all the Disney merchandise your heart would want. And happy holidays and have a great 2015. Bye, people.
So my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals, dvcrentals.com. I haven't made a new nighttime video yet for them. I'm still doing that series. With Christmas, I want to really keep it where it's more generic, the videos. So I do want to mention that they are on Periscope at DVC Rentals. If you follow them on Twitter, you'll also be following technically me on Periscope because I do a lot of their Periscoping. I am also on Periscope at Big Fat Panda Show, but usually it's at DVC Rentals that I am doing the Periscope from. Also, take a look at their YouTube channel if you haven't seen all the videos that I've made for them. It's youtube.com/DVC Rentals. So that's where you'll get all the hotel videos of the rooms, hotel videos of the resorts, and now the nighttime video series that I'm doing for them, which is the hotels at night. They're just very different at night. The contemporary at night, if you haven't seen that video, please watch that one for me. I would love to know what you think of it because it was very different than what I expected. I don't think I've spent much time at the contemporary at night on their grounds, and it really was nice. The prize for this month, is going to be the same prize as last month. I have another of those exclusive Christmas cards, those Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom cards that you could only get if you were at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party this year. So I have another one of these exclusive cards. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to BigFatPanda.com, which is the YouTube channel. So if you go to BigFatPanda.com, right at the top right, subscribe right there. You can put a comment on any video. This video right here, put a thumbs up and a comment for me. Good thumbs up helps me out, puts it higher on the search engine. Put a comment there, and you will be in the running for this prize. I will email you if you win this prize. So now let's get to my guest from Attractions Magazine, Elisa Goldman. And as promised, here is Elisa Goldman from Attractions Magazine. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
I'm still getting a little bit over voice cold. I'm going to give you the Panda hug, please. Oh, God, oh my God, you smell so good.
Thank you.
Still one of the best Panda. Okay, so let's see. I know you originally, Attractions Magazine. That's how I knew who Elisa Goldman was.
Yeah.
Let's go on that first before we go into your past. How did that happen?
Actually, if you guys just remember, Patrick, he was a cameraman and reporter for Attractions Magazine. Well, he still is, but he moved to LA. I knew him through SeaWorld. I worked with him in SeaWorld, and through him, I started to learn Attractions Magazine. I followed Attractions. I saw they had an audition when Jenny Lynn was about to leave as co-host. I auditioned, and I don't know. Sometimes I'm a performer in my background, so when you go to an audition, you kind of just know, and you're like, dang, I did so good. Like, that felt really, really good.
You could tell you're a performer. You like me, like you got that bubbly personality that you could just probably adapt to any situation.
Yeah, you just go with the flow, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, it just felt really good, and that was my first time meeting Banks, and...
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. That was disappointing, right? The whole show was such this amazing thing, and then you meet Banks, you're like, do I want to do this?
No.
He's sitting right over there. So.
We tease him all the time, it's fine.
Yeah, she brought Banks and Jonathan, her fiance, with her. I think she thought maybe on the 30 show I just go ballistic and I murder people. So she brought, say hi, guys. Hi. See, there's back up there just in case.
I needed to bring my posse.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Met Banks, did the audition with him, and our chemistry just felt really, really natural, and it just worked out really well. I don't really have that much of a background with, blogging or media, anything. So getting started with Attractions was really kind of my first step into...
You had already been to the Disney parks.
Oh,
Were you a fan? Were you an annual pass holder?
Yes. So
okay, so you're...
Yeah, I'm from Maryland. I'm not from Florida. So every single year, my parents... we would vacation to Disney World at least twice a year. So we'd always drive in our big old family van and vacation down to Disney, and we'd always go there. My mom would always say, let's go somewhere else, and
I know Disney was vacation.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, even now that I live here, I don't know about going on vacation. I go on a cruise, but I won't go on vacation. It's like,
yeah, you go to Disney, exactly.
Yeah. So you had the whole foundation for it.
Yeah, and then I moved to Florida, and as soon as I turned 16, 3 days after my birthday, I got a job at Disney.
What did you do at Disney?
I was a character performer.
Oh, you were a friend of someone?
I got to hang out with Pooh Bear and Chip and Dale and lots of other friends.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know Haley from the cruise ship?
I do.
Isn't she a friend of, or she was a friend of Anna?
She's a friend of Anna, yes. And she's a friend of Zoe at Sesame Street at SeaWorld, which is where I work as well.
Okay, so we'll go back to Attractions in a minute.
Yes.
Now let's go to your past. Where are you a performer? Also before Attractions?
Actually, I just started performing at Legoland recently, just a few months ago, and I'm...
Are you one of those girls in that hotel thing that are really I don't know, I think of them as the New York Italian girls.
I don't work in the hotel.
You know what I mean? What's that area they just opened up with the snooty girls?
Heart Lake?
Yes!
Yes, I'm a friend of the Lego Friends. There's a show at Legoland called Friends to the Rescue, and I hang out with Emma, if you know the one in purple.
What are Friends to the Rescue? What are they rescuing?
Well, Andrea, who the show is all about, she's the star of the Friends. She's trying to have a concert, and...
Wait, a little shade for Andrea. Did you see that?
It's...
Okay.
It is a little shady, because in the show, we want to be in the concert with her, but she's like, you guys can watch me from the audience.
Wow.
So...
I know who has to be rescued already.
Yeah. So anyway, so we end up helping Andrea in the concert, and it's fantastic. So.
That's a good friend. Mm-hmm. All right. Is the lady who plays Andrea? Do you just want to kick her sometimes?
No.
There was a pause there. Okay, so that's cool. I haven't been to Legoland only because the rides are not, from what I know, they don't fit big boys, let alone adults sometimes. So it is kind of geared more towards the younger side.
It's definitely geared towards children and young kids as well. But I have fun whenever.
And I love Legos, so I probably would want to go just to see the actual.
Oh yeah, and the models they have there are fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
You gotta get out there.
Come
see come to Heart Lake.
Okay, and that I would give you a hard time if you were doing the Valley Girl thing at Heart Lake. All right, so then where else were you? Disney.
Yep, I worked at Disney for 5 years.
Now, did you find that, and I don't want to badmouth Legoland, but did you find the two companies very different to work for?
Oh, Disney and Legoland?
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, they're completely different.
Was Disney a lot more strict with the character and stuff, or not?
Yes, I suppose. I mean, we do have, workshops and training and everything like that at Legoland as well. So there's the character consistency is there.
Okay.
And the Lego Friends are big, but they're becoming bigger and bigger. So it's becoming more of a big deal for us to have them. So.
That's cool. So you're still at Legoland? Mm-hmm. I'm going to come visit you. You were not at SeaWorld, but you mentioned something about SeaWorld.
I am at SeaWorld. I'm actually full-time at SeaWorld.
Characters? Friends of?
I used to be friends with the characters, and now I supervise them.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Not a handler. This is a supervisor.
Correct.
Is a handler the same thing?
No. We call them escorts at SeaWorld. Okay. And they'll just help out the characters there. But
for those that don't know, I don't know if they call them handlers. I think it's kind of like when Mickey Mouse has to go inside, and instead of the kid blaming Mickey Mouse,
you blame the person.
You blame the handler that called him in.
Exactly. So, you don't want to blame Mickey.
Right. That's cool. Is there anything that happened while you're being a supervisor that you can say that's not bad, that you couldn't believe was going on and you had to somehow stop something? Is there an event or anything?
Oh boy.
Like, did a kid throw something at a kid? I'm thinking of weird situations.
I mean, I can honestly tell you that things happen every day that you would probably be like, what? That's crazy. Like punching and kicking and just some nasty things, or people trying to be funny and they're like, oh look, Shamu's eating me. I'm like, no, it's just no.
Not appropriate.
No.
Okay, so I hear that you're kind of a traveler and you do a lot of cruising and you've worked on cruises.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have. I worked for Royal Caribbean. I did entertainment on there, the DreamWorks characters actually.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any of them when I went on the Brilliance. I wish they would have had that on there.
No, they're not on the Brilliance. But yeah, it was super fun. I hung out with King Julian, Puss in Boots.
That's pretty cool.
And actually, that's where I met my fiance, Jonathan.
You met Jonathan on the cruise?
Yeah.
What was he doing?
He was hanging out with Alex the Lion and Shrek.
What's really funny is I just watched The Love Boat over again. So I just pictured Jonathan being like the guy with the bar.
Hey!
Yeah. When you work on a cruise, you're living in a cabin in the cruise?
Oh, yeah.
When you port, do you get off just to get off, or you don't really? You just...
Yeah, I actually... Being in entertainment on working on cruise ships, we're pretty lucky, to be honest. We have a lot of time off, especially in port, because everyone's off the ship, so there's not really much entertainment that we need to do on the ship. So we did get those port days to be able to enjoy.
That's cool. I always wondered where the crew ate. You have your own little cafeteria or something?
Yeah.
Is the food half as good as what the people get, or not really?
It's not the same, I'll say that.
Okay.
Sometimes we get a couple things that they might
left
have.
over, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
All right.
It also depends on where you are. So my first contract, I was on the Freedom of the Seas in the Caribbean. And the second contract where I met Jonathan, we were on the Voyager in Australia, New Zealand, and Asia. So depending on what food they can get. So when we were over in Asia, the food was very different compared to what we were eating when we were in Australia.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Where else have you traveled that's really interesting that's not cruise related?
Not cruise related. I've been to Israel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
England,
cool.
Scotland.
See, a couple of these places now, because of all that's going on in the world, I almost feel scared to go.
Scared, yeah.
I wish we had Israel and Epcot. That'd be cool.
Oh, I know. They got room for it.
Do they? They do have. There's alcoves where they could build another.
Yeah.
Oh, and even by Africa, that whole area could be a pavilion still.
Yeah.
All right, so Attractions Magazine. You get in there to do the show. You got to sit there with Banks and discuss theme parks.
Just kidding. I love him.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Matt, Jackie, Quinn. Hold on. Who else is the guy I love? Armenia.
Oh, Anthony?
Anthony. Did you ever see when he did Busch Gardens, he went through a haunted house, and like I was like, I've done this before. I'm sorry, Anthony. Like, Anthony, please make believe you're scared just a little bit if you have to. He walked through like this. Say boo to me.
Boo. Oh, that's yeah.
That was Anthony. Did you ever do one of those screen cams things?
I did.
Where?
Last year at Busch Gardens.
Okay.
I did the Deadfall House. I never thought I would in my life, but you know, Matt asked me, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna face my fears, and I can honestly say it scarred me. And on camera, I think I did a pretty good job at keeping it together, but something that I never really talked about afterwards, I cried for about 30 minutes.
For real?
I'm not kidding.
That's so sad.
I was fine. It was just like so much going on, and afterwards I was just like, did I really do that? And it just, oh God! I'm really nervous. I don't want to go in. Okay, here we go. Girl. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Have you seen him? Have you seen him?
He knows my name? Why does he know my name? Every single scare actor knew my name.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's too personal.
There was a
now.
little girl singing in the background,
Alisa.
and yeah,
No.
it was creepy. And I think they make it darker. To be honest, it was really, really dark. I couldn't even see. I was like grabbing the walls, and the scare actors had to point to help me because I kept running into the
Yeah,
wall.
if it's not apparent which direction I have to go, not good.
It's no. I was this close to saying forget it, but I faced my fears.
All right, so what are you most looking forward to with the new stuff at the parks?
Wow. There's so many new things coming.
I'm talking about like
this year.
fast forward 5 years from now. What do you think is going to be your favorite thing?
I honestly think that I'm gonna love Avatar Land a lot more than I think I am.
And I have to stop saying Avatar Land now. I say Pandora.
Pandora.
The world of Avatar. Just because when I say Avatar Land, I feel like, oh, people are going to think it's silly. So I try to elevate
it's Pandora. Exactly.
But I agree with you. I'm a little bit more excited about that. Maybe because it's coming sooner.
True. Hopefully.
Because then we'll be just as excited about Star Wars Land. But
Yeah.
right, you see the islands coming up?
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting stuff.
It's gonna be beautiful, and I think having to go to Animal Kingdom at night and with everything lighting up, it's just
the Rivers of Light. Did you see the stadium thing being?
Yes, it's gonna be beautiful. I can't wait for that.
All right, so where are all the ways that we can find you? Twitter, Facebook, everything. I'll put it up here.
Cool. So my Twitter is Elgo33, ELGO33, and my Facebook is Elisa Goldman.
You know you misspelled Lego, right? Did you? I'm kidding.
I never thought of that.
Oh, it wasn't a Lego reference?
No.
Oh.
It's my first name and my last name. ELGO.
That's funny. No? Is it ELGO?
Yeah, Elisa Goldman.
I just thought Lego and you reversed something. That's pretty cool. There it is.
Exactly. So I'm on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. I don't have Snapchat. I'm on Instagram, ElisaG33. And that's me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So next year, do you mind if I have you back when new stuff's going on?
Of course. I would
Thank you.
absolutely love to
I really
come back.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
very
for
much.
having me.
Thank you. And there you have it, show number 30. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful new year from the bottom of my heart. Also from the whole crew here.
From our family to yours, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Just leave it. Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year.
Happy Hanukkah.
I can't tell you how many times we tried to film that and it just didn't work out, so we just left it. So the plan is for Pete Werner from the Diz to be here next month. So I hope he doesn't have to delay. I know he's a busy guy. I'm really, really excited that he's going to be here. I am. I can't wait for it. Pete, if you're listening, can't wait. Let me also remind you about dvcrentals.com. If you, a loved one, a family member, friend, anybody is planning a trip to Walt Disney World, or even if that trip is planned already and they already have accommodations, tell them to take a look at dvcrentals.com. They might be able to get a much more luxurious accommodation than what they're getting for a fraction of the cost of what they were spending. So take a look at that. There's a price calculator right on the site. You would put in the resort that you'd like to stay at, put in your dates, and you'll see the exact cost. There's no hidden fees. That's what it costs. If you want it, put your request in. For the last time this year, Create pandemonium, and above all, keep giving out those panda hugs. Thank you so much for remembering it when you see me in the park. I love getting the hugs, but give them out to everyone. Just keep hugging everybody. Make somebody's day, makes them feel good. Is it a little strange? Maybe, if you don't know them that well, but what are they going to do? They're going to punch you? Let me just hug them. What are they going to do? Could you imagine if they hurt you after you hug them? You got like a lawsuit there, and then you make a lot of money. Then that was a really good hug. Huh? Until next time, Panda out. Happy New Year, everyone.